The process of electing a president in the United States is a fascinating journey, steeped in history and tradition. It all begins with the primaries and caucuses, where candidates from each party vie for their party's nomination. This is where the political landscape starts to take shape, as hopefuls travel across the country, shaking hands, giving speeches, and engaging in debates. It's a grueling process, often lasting over a year, and it's a test of endurance and charisma. Once the primaries conclude, we move to the party conventions. Here, delegates officially nominate their candidate, and the party rallies behind them. This is a spectacle of political theater, complete with speeches, fanfare, and sometimes even drama. Remember the 1968 Democratic National Convention? It was a pivotal moment, reflecting the deep divisions within the party and the nation itself. After the conventions, we enter the general election phase. This is where the real fun begins. Candidates hit the campaign trail hard, crisscrossing the nation, participating in debates, and engaging with voters. The debates are particularly crucial. They offer a platform for candidates to present their policies and challenge their opponents. The first televised debate in 1960 between John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon is often cited as a turning point in political campaigning. Kennedy's polished appearance contrasted sharply with Nixon's more haggard look, and many believe it swayed public opinion. As Election Day approaches, the excitement builds. Voter registration drives ramp up, and the importance of getting out the vote is emphasized. This is where grassroots movements shine, mobilizing communities and ensuring that every voice is heard. The U.S. has a unique electoral system, known as the Electoral College, which can be a bit confusing. Instead of a direct popular vote, citizens cast their ballots for electors pledged to vote for their chosen candidate. This system was established in the Constitution and has sparked debates about its fairness and relevance in modern times. On the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November, Americans head to the polls. It's a day filled with anticipation and sometimes anxiety. Once the votes are cast, the counting begins. States report their results and the media races to project winners. It's a nail-biting process, especially in close races. The 2000 election between George W. Bush and Al Gore is a prime example, where a mere 537 votes in Florida determined the presidency after a contentious Supreme Court decision. Finally, once the dust settles and the results are confirmed, the president-elect prepares for inauguration. This ceremony, held on January 20th, is steeped in tradition, featuring the swearing-in on the steps of the Capitol. It's a moment of unity, where the nation comes together to witness the peaceful transfer of power, a hallmark of American democracy. The history of presidential elections in the U.S. is not just about the candidates. It's about the evolution of the electorate, the changing political landscape, and the ongoing struggle for representation. From the early days of limited suffrage to the Voting Rights Act of 1965, the journey has been tumultuous but vital. Each election reflects the values and challenges of its time, reminding us that democracy is an ever-evolving process shaped by the voices of its people.